Good evening and welcome to Solanco High School's 2020 virtual graduation. I am Scott Long, principal of Solanco High School. We are so happy you're with us tonight as we recognize a very special group of students. To our graduates, the last couple of months have been very challenging for all of us. While our state, country, and world are seeing great pain that this pandemic has caused, each of you have sacrificed in your own special way. Perhaps you've had to work extra hours to help your family. Perhaps you've had to help younger siblings with online learning. Or perhaps you have sacrificed much more. All of you were forced to sacrifice events that you and your families cherish, such as prom and a typical graduation ceremony. However, I have found this pandemic has also brought some memories that I will cherish. I've had more time to take hikes with my son and watch him learn to ride a bike. I was able to see my daughter take her first steps. You know another thing that I've enjoyed watching the documentary on Michael Jordan called The Last Dance. To me, this documentary is not about basketball. It's about seeing how hard work and determination can lead to success. One concept that has stood out to me and made me think of you was the idea of taking a negative and turning it into a positive. I think this is a great challenge for each of you. You'll be faced with trials in life. How will you respond? Can you find a creative way to turn a negative into a positive? I saw you doing this so many times since March 13th. For example, we cannot come back into the school, but so many of you expanded your comfort level with online learning and discovered how to learn in a new format. Or I think about our post-prom committee and the group of parents that have taken the bad news of prom being canceled and turned it into a positive by starting to plan a great celebration on August 1st. I challenge you, seek ways to turn negatives into positives. I trust we will see each of you on July 31st in our stadium. We intend to hold a live event if possible. I hope you enjoy our virtual graduation. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Senior Sophia Steinhauer to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, graduates, family, and friends. Welcome, Solanco class of 2020, to a unique and unprecedented graduation ceremony taking place in a unique and unprecedented time. We certainly are not in our stadium right now, not under the lights. You're not surrounded by your classmates or in the physical presence of thousands of family, friends, and community members, and for that, I am sorry. I'm sorry you're not experiencing that moment. I'm sorry you did not experience the post-prom, the prom, senior awards, fine arts night, the opportunity to say goodbye to your friends or your teachers in person. You did not experience the unwinding of your senior year in the way students before you did. But I also know that sometimes we only fully recognize the value of something when it is absent, when we are not experiencing it, when we miss it. So I am struck by the importance of the graduation ceremony this evening. the meaning of it, the weight of it, especially now, since we cannot have it in a traditional sense, at least not at this moment. Graduation is a uniting experience. The entire community witnesses the event. You all wear caps and gowns in harmony. We congratulate you, hand you your diploma, you pose for a proud picture, you flip your tassel, and physically and symbolically begin the next phase of your life. But you have lost some time. It is June 5th, but we still think of you as you were on March 13th, which was the last day we saw you in the halls of Solanco High School. But you are not as you were on March 13th. There have been some changes. You've lived through something unexpected, something unprecedented, and truthfully, something a little bit frightening. You have been impacted by this, some more than others, but I acknowledge that there is loss. Tolstoy said, "Only people who are capable of loving strongly can also suffer great sorrow." So in your challenging moments, it reaffirms your potential. It reaffirms your drive, your hopes. In loss, we see your potential. In absence, we cherish your presence. And your family feels sorrow for your lost moments. Why? Because you do matter. You are important. And the community wanted to show you that. Your family wanted to celebrate that with you. But because it is lost, it is reaffirmed. Because it is lost, it is found. And because it is lost, it is intensified. I will also say this. Moments are only moments. They are fleeting. They do not last. So what does last? You and your potential, your trajectory, your agency, what you can do, starting tomorrow and every day after that. Graduation speeches are often about optimism, of challenging you to make a difference, of impacting the world. In the absence of a graduation ceremony, I am now more optimistic about your futures than I ever was. The only way to not feel loss is to recoil from life itself, to recoil from experience, to hide, and that's not living. So much is in front of you tonight. My congratulations to the Solanco class of 2020. I wish you the best. Next, I would like to introduce our distinguished speaker, Mr. Stephen Risk. While Mr. Risk is a 1972 graduate of Solanco High School, he is the 8th generation of his family in the area, dating back to 1796. He is the 3rd generation to serve on the Solanco School Board. His mother, Shirley Risk, was the first female school board president in Lancaster County, and his grandfather, Donald Risk, was an East Drumore school representative when the 9 townships and Quarryville schools consolidated into the Quarryville school system in 1948. His contribution to the well-being of the Solanco community is significant. For example, he was a charter founder of SECA in 1990 and continues in that role. If I were to fully list the scope of his community service, it would greatly outdistance the time we have available tonight. Mr. Risk recently retired as president of the Solanco School Board after serving for 20 years. His community service, commitment to Solanco's youth, and contribution to the well-being of all in the Solanco area serve as an example of the strong connection to the Solanco community that it engenders in all of us. And his efforts are an example of civic service of the highest level. Please welcome Mr. Stephen Risk, class of 1972.
First, let me thank you, the board members, for all the service that you've done over the years, my fellow board members. It's an honor to serve with all of you, past and present board members. I wish you the best of luck. I'd like to thank my family to allowing me to be involved in Solanco and the community. Now for the graduates of 2020, it's my honor to congratulate you today. But let me go down memory lane a little bit before I do that. Where has Solanco come since I first stepped into the classroom 50 or 60 years ago? Things have changed in how my careers went. I was in first grade the last of the one-room schoolhouses in Mechanics Grove. It's now a farmer's field. Water was a hand pump in the corner of the classroom at the sink. Bathrooms were an outhouse 100 feet behind. Now, you heard your parents, grandparents say about how they had to walk to school through snow and all that. I didn't have to do that. I got to ride the bus. It was only a quarter of a mile. There were no auditoriums. There was a very small gymnasium and stage. It was on the back of what we all know as the administrative building today, because in 1948, that became the high school. That part's been torn down. Computers and telephones. Computers were non-existent back in the day. Telephones were rotary phones. How many of you have one of those in your house today or even know how to use it? In high school, we got hand calculators. That was amazing. But today, you're walking around with a computer, a phone, a calculator, all in your hand. I never thought that I'd know so many words starting with an I, like iPod, iPad, iPhone. In 2013, jumping up, 4 years before you guys ever started school, we were dealing with the birth of the cyber charter school system and how that was a struggle for Solanco. A certain person at one of the board meetings brought up, well, Solanco's got a strong IT department, and we got a great teaching staff, and we got curriculum. So why doesn't Solanco just create their own cyber school system? At the time, Dr. Ed.D, our superintendent, almost had a heart attack because this person made this statement in a public meeting in front of the press. But 3 years later, in 2006, we started a pilot program at Solanco for cyber school. We were the first in Lancaster County to attempt this, and it became a platform for Lancaster County schools as well as a lot of schools in Pennsylvania. Over the past 14 years, Solanco has been growing their cyber learning. And here we were in March of 2020, needing to expand our cyber learning to a degree that we didn't see coming for years. Now the class of 2020. Wow, what a finish you had in having to do this cyber learning. And I know it's been difficult for families and students and parents, but we're going to get through it. You are in the history books today. You will always be that class. What that is yet to be defined, though. Yes, you got your school day stopped. You didn't get to do the prom and graduation as we normally have done. But I hope this will make you stronger. Go out and show the world that you got slowed down, but you never stopped. You've already spent 18 years here developing yourself with the help of your parents and family, this great teaching staff, and our administration at Solanco. But tomorrow is the next step to continue learning and developing yourself for the rest of your life. Some of you, well, I hope most of you, already have a plan to move forward. But if you don't remember anything I say today, remember this. There is only one person that can take the journey for you, and that's you. You've got to do it. You're going to have family, friends, business, and all that going to assist you, but you have to take the initiative and the journey. There's a couple other points from some other graduation speeches that I've seen and heard. University of Texas, 2014, U.S. Navy Admiral William McRaven. Google it. Go on YouTube. It's a fantastic speech. I'm just going to hit the highlights of what he said. Change the world by start making your bed. He goes into a lot of different things that starts off the day right. Google it. It's worth it. It's a great speech. Get up in the morning, make your bed, and move your journey forward. You've already had enough days to sleep in, so let's go. Dr. Greenleaf, Bobby, as I knew him as a kid, is a Solanco graduate, but now he's a neurosurgeon. And he had an excellent point. The Golden Mule mascot isn't that bad because mules are strong, steadfast, go in a straight line, hardworking. Now granted, they can be a little stubborn, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. I just suggest you choose those moments wisely. Being here at Solanco, whether it's been your full 13 years or just a few, we've given you a solid base to grow yourself and your journey. You become a larger part of the community as you go on from here and branch out either in this area or move on out into the world wherever you shall go. Community and beyond. In school, you had must-dos. In work, you're going to have must-dos that you will face. But beyond that, the things beyond school that you've already done maybe, been involved in your church, a club at school, the band, theater, sports, are all being part of the community. Now this goes out to everyone listening today. Graduates, family, and friends. Give back. Take the time to give back. Volunteer or get involved in programs that you enjoy. For example, life sports. Coach Minnick at the golf team dinner said about he was teaching them a life sport because you can play golf till you're in your twilight years. Well, I was sitting there and got to thinking that I've been officiating football for 46 years, been on the football field for 54 years. So, you know, life sport. Now, I did it a little differently. I played, I coached, and then I became an official. And the world needs officials. So, take a look. If you got a sport that you've enjoyed, maybe you can become an official. You got to have a little bit of thick skin to do that. But I'll tell you, on the football field, Friday night under the lights, there's nothing like it. The Star-Spangled Banner, lining up on the 50-yard line, breaking off to your positions. The game is invigorating, whatever game you choose to do. Kickoff. Every kickoff is a new opportunity to go all the way. So I challenge all of you to get to that kickoff and see if you can go all the way. Everyone needs to be involved in community. Now back to the beginning and the end. How will you help Solanco shape Solanco over the next 40 to 50 years? Trust me, Solanco is a great place to be. It's also a great place to be from. Make your bed, change the world, continue to be a mule, and thank you for the honor to speak to you today, and congratulations to the class of 2020. This is not the end. It is just the beginning. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Mr. Risk, for your words of wisdom to our graduates and for your passion to our community. It is my pleasure to introduce our senior graduation speakers. We will start with the class salutatorian, Caroline Arrowsmith.
For many of us, I know that being stuck inside this long isn't ideal. It can feel suffocating. If you're anything like me, all you want to do is go somewhere new and exciting. It makes me long for the days when I was young and my family and I would travel to my mom's relatives in Massachusetts. I would do as many children do and ask the entire way there, are we there yet? And I think Are we there yet? Is something we ask a lot more throughout our lives than we realize. We are constantly looking towards our next milestone. Finishing this school year, getting our driver's license, getting a job, and even retiring. Now, here we are at one of our biggest "Are we there yet?" And for many of us, it may feel ruined. Events we have been waiting 13 years for, we aren't going to get to do. But one of the great things about life is how many more milestones we have to look forward to. We are about to move into a new phase of our life, joining the military, starting our careers, and attending college. We have so much else to look forward to. We can't let what happened to this one "Are we there yet?" ruin the rest of the milestones we have yet to come in our life. And while we look towards the future, we cannot forget to live in the moment. Quarantine may feel like an eternity, and we may all just be waiting for it to end, but I believe if we really think about it, each one of us will have gained something. It may be a new appreciation for a friend that checked in on you, or maybe it's a new family tradition, like the McRobbie favorite family PowerPoint night. For me, I gained, or rather lost, about 6 inches of hair. One day on a whim, I had my sister cut my hair, and while this may seem small, I realized that what I really gained was trust in my sister. I never would have let her do that if I thought someone would be seeing me the next day. And afterwards, I realized that while we may fight, my sister will always be there for me. I think it is important that as we continue to look towards the future, we also continue to think about where we are right now. I mean, how many of us would have done something a little differently if we thought that March 13th was going to be our last day of school? And speaking of school, I'm going to let you in on a not-so-little secret. If you know anything about me, it's probably one of two things. I love cows, or I was not always in school. More specifically, I had a lot of educational field trips that had to do with cows. I missed all this school, and I'm still standing here today giving this speech. Before all the teachers and parents freak out, I'm not trying to say you should skip school all the time. I'm just saying that if you have an opportunity to do something outside of school where you will get to learn, do it. To me, school is about learning what a derivative is, how to balance a redox equation, or that The Great Gatsby is one of the most amazing yet tragic books ever. School is about learning how to learn, because you are going to be doing it for the rest of your life. To close, I'd like to share 2 of the greatest things that I learned from all the days I missed school. First, be respectful. And I'm not just saying this because it's been drilled into my head for 13 years. Well, maybe I am, but that's besides the point. When I was in school, I always made sure to do my work on time and pay attention, because when I missed school and I was a little behind when I got back, my teachers were okay with that. By respecting my teachers, they respected me. The second thing I learned was to be passionate. So many of the days I missed were for cow things. Seminars where I got to hear industry professionals speak, conventions where I got to compete and showcase my dairy knowledge, and cow shows where I got to exhibit my animals. My passions have led me across the country to win national titles and work for people I couldn't have even dreamed of. So, if you love something, I urge you to follow it, because it will bring you the joy that you deserve in life. Class of 2020, go pursue your passions.
Thank you, Caroline. It is now my pleasure to introduce the class president and valedictorian for the class of 2020, Mr. Brandon Daniel Morales.
Hello, friends, family, faculty, and whoever else may be watching this. I would like to start off with a few words of gratitude. To my older brother, Angel, thank you for being my mentor, my guardian, and my first friend. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. To my younger sister, Mia, thank you for constantly reminding me how to be a kid and being the only one who plays board games with me. My life would be super boring if it wasn't for you. Y a mi mamá y papá, gracias por todo. Los quiero mucho. I would also like to thank all of my teachers. You have all been amazing, and I will forever be thankful for having you as my educators. I would specifically like to thank Mrs. McRobbie, Mrs. Proke, and Mr. King. You 3 have contributed greatly to my interests, my ambitions, and the person I strive to be. Thank you for the extensive care you have put into my education and my growth. Additionally, I would like to thank Principal Long and Mr. Campbell for motivating me to make a difference in the school through the Social Action Club and giving me the resources to do so, despite the fact that the pandemic cut our efforts short. Finally, I would like to thank all my friends. You are the reason high school was so incredible. I would not be on this metaphorical stage right now if it wasn't for your companionship and encouragement. Today, the curtains close on our first act. We spent the past 13 years of our lives being raised by the education system. Our responsibilities were given to us, our schedule was decided for us, and our priorities were not fully under our control. It was nice while it lasted, but that era of our lives is over. Tomorrow, the curtains open and the second act begins. Starting now, we are the directors of this play. Throughout high school, we were told that we were the future of America. I know it sounds corny, but that couldn't be more true today. We are not entering a perfect world. We are entering a world of income inequality, systematic discrimination, environmental crisis, a world of hate, racism, religious persecution, a world where the type of education we have just finished isn't guaranteed to all, a world that is broken. We are no longer sheltered by cement walls. Our perspective is no longer limited by the boundaries of our school district. Our world is expanding before us, and it is up to us to choose how to react. When major changes occur in our lives, it is human nature to resist it and react in a way void of action. However, I challenge you all to embrace the coming change and use it as an opportunity to showcase what you care about. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 19 says, "As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart." The way we live reflects what we care about. So it is essential that we live our lives in a way that makes an impact on the things closest to our hearts. Whether it's in business, the arts, a trade, or whatever field you choose, I challenge you to make an impact. Don't let yourself be influenced by the status quo, but instead be an influencer for future generations and set a new status quo, one that reflects you. In the words of Mohandas Gandhi, in a gentle way, you can shake the world. Class of 2020, it is our turn to shake the world. Let everything you touch be turned to your own kind of gold. Thank you.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk to God, go back.
We're proud of you for working hard. Good job. Have fun in your next adventure.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame, yeah. And the world's gonna know your name, yeah. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame, yeah.
I am proud of our seniors because they accomplished a huge milestone of graduation and they did it online.
I am very proud of the seniors because of how hard they work. Very good job, seniors.
Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke. Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. You ain't ever gonna know if you never even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name. 'Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame.
After I graduate, I would like to become a babysitter, a pilot, and a fireman. Congratulations, graduates! When I graduate, I want to learn how to care for plants, and I want my dad to teach me how to work on the farm. Congratulations, graduates!
Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion. Around the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah, yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. Be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion, you can be the best. You can be a champion, banging on the wall. You can be a champion, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a champion, don't wait for luck. Dedicate your champion, like you for standing in the hall of fame.
From where we began, oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again.
Good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place.
Congrats, class of 2020. You are amazing and will do amazing things. Go get them.
Congratulations to my brother Patrick and the rest of the 2020 class. When I'm proud of the seniors because they made it out of high school. When I'm a senior, I want to hang out with my friends and play football.
We've come a long way, from where we began.
We started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Let me tell you.
When I see you again. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light.
Congratulations of class 2020. Good job, Hannah. Congratulations, class of 2020. Best wishes for the future. Bye.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3.
I'm a senior. I will be proud of myself and I will be excited that I will be a grown-up.
Proud of the seniors for doing such hard work in quarantine.
I would like to congratulate my sister, Kylie, for all her hard work. I love you.
If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Good job, Hannah. When I'm a senior, I want to be just like Jenna Bleacher. Congratulations, class of 2020.
1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.
class of 2020. I am proud of you for surviving 12 years of school.
I'm proud of you for making through everything.
Because they worked hard throughout the whole years, and even though this happened, they still tried their hardest. I wish you the best luck in life. Thank you. From Landon Schobach.
Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me for centuries, just one mistake.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Good luck in the future.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you built a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody
Congratulations, class of 2020. You did it. I'm proud of all your hard work and dedication. All the best as you move forward to the next chapter of your lives. Mrs. Wood.
And it hurts so bad. Hey, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain.
Congratulations, Solanco seniors, class of 2020. You've come a long way since 7th grade. Best of luck in the future.
Way to go, Solanco seniors. Best of luck and much success in your future.
Hey, class of 2020, Mr. Himmelberger here. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Those of you that went through Smith, this is the first class that I had that's graduating, so a very special shout out to you and a congrats, guys. Can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
I live. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up.
Welcome, Solanco class of 2020. This is Mr. Nova, 8th grade algebra teacher at Smith Middle School. Wanted to wish all of you, including my Nova alumni, congratulations. Yes, this was an unprecedented moment, one that we'll always remember, but please do not take away those moments from what you created, what you did so well for so many years of schooling. I wish all of you the best of luck. Hashtag spread the love. Hashtag boom, 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 wayo.
I swear I lived. I swear I lived. Every broken bone. I swear I
Next year, I will be attending Penn State University Park to major in animal science with a focus in dairy.
I would like to thank my friends and family for their support. I would also like to thank Mr. Hamill, Mr. Gerb, and my instructors for their support as well.
I chose to decorate my cap with "It Takes a Big Heart to Shape Little Minds" because of my future plans to attend York College to become an elementary school teacher.
My name is Drew Borkowski, and I'd like to congratulate all my fellow seniors for graduating this year. My favorite memory I had at Solanco was hanging out in marching band with my buddies. Take it easy.
My plans after graduating high school are to enlist in the United States Air Force.
After high school, I will be attending AMDA, College and Conservatory of the Performing Arts in New York City, and will be studying to become a film actor.
Hi, my name is Michael Carey. My plans for after high school is to serve in the Marine Corps. I currently ship out July 27th. Mr. Fisher, I'm really gonna miss you.
Hi, my name is Brett Caller. After graduation, I'm going to be working for Caller Waste Disposal.
I decided to put By Grace Through Faith on my cap because faith got me through high school and grace got me here.
I'm so thankful to my teacher. They helped me a lot. I appreciate all your support that they gave me to have more confidence as a bilingual student.
My future plans are to be a translator. Hopefully this August I will start at Penn State Harrisburg.
I'm Cherokee Dallas. I'm a graduate of 2020. I'm thankful for my friends and family and everyone that's helped me along the way.
My name is Shelby Egan, and my future plans are to finish my second year at Thaddeus Stevens College of Technology for metal fabrication and welding, and then I plan to further my education for criminal psychology and photography.
My future plan is to attend Gettysburg College and major in history and minor in public history.
I'm currently attending Cutting Edge Barber Academy in Lancaster. Upon completion, I will be working at Strickler's Barbershop in Quarryville.
Kenny S. here, Solanco graduated of 2020. Just want to give a huge shout out and thanks to my parents, my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, my teachers through the years for everything they've done for me to make me who I am today.
My future plans are to attend Shippensburg University for interior design.
My future goal is to enlist in the Army and be trained to be a canine handler.
My favorite high school memory is the bus rides with the boys to away soccer games.
Hi, my name is Calvin Cole, and my plans after high school are to work on a charter boat and retire a millionaire.
Hi, I'm Kylie Luda and I attended the CTC in Willow Street. I get my CNA at the end of this month and I enlist in the Navy in September.
I just want to thank Leslie McRobbie for showing me endless love and support since the day we met and for always pushing me to be the best version of myself possible. I love you.
My future plans are to attend East Stroudsburg University and major in health and phys ed. I'll be playing baseball there on a scholarship. My favorite high school memory was my LS home run.
I'm Stephanie Metzger, and my plan after high school is to go to Hack Community College to become a writer.
I'm Nathalie Molinares, and after high school, I'll be attending basic training for the Army National Guard to become a human resources specialist, and I will attend the Pennsylvania College of Health Sciences to pursue my BS and nursing degree.
I want to thank my parents for the opportunity and support for these 12 years, for the encouragement to work hard and to be a better person. And I can't thank them enough to be the first son to graduate. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Los quiero mucho.
As you can see, my cap design is toilet paper, which symbolizes the pandemic and mocks the mass panic of toilet paper shortage.
Hi, my name is Mercedes, and I'd like to thank the drama department and my family for pushing me to be the best that I can be.
I would like to thank all the teachers at Solanco High School, but a special shout out to Mr. Campbell and Mr. Miller for always putting a smile on my face.
My favorite memory at Solanco High School is the time I released 100 lizards into the hallways of the school, and it was a pretty big thing for a couple weeks.
My future plans are to begin my college education at Millersville University and to get a job in the fashion industry.
My plans for the future are to continue down my path as a diesel tech.
Hi, my name is Joshua Pope. I will be going to Hack for music, audio, and recording technology. I'd like to thank God, my family, and teachers who have pushed me to try my best in not only school, but also in life as well.
My future plans are to be a diesel mechanic
during my Ed.D. diesel shop, and I'd like to thank my friends and family for pushing me through and making me succeed.
Thank you, Solanco, for an amazing 4 years, and thank you to my teachers who have challenged me during these 4 years and helped me grow into the person that I am today.
My name is Tyler Sadler, and I'm continuing my education at Cecil Community College while also playing soccer there for my criminal justice degree.
Hi, my name is Christian Sampson. I'm a Solanco High School graduating senior for the class of 2020. I plan on attending Penn State University with a criminal justice major. Let's go, class of 2020.
My name is Adriana Santiago, and I am thankful for Ms. Kappa Ferry. She is my guidance counselor. She has given me a lot of opportunities and has always supported me through everything.
Hi, my name is Carlos Schillen. After high school, I will be working for Haller Enterprises in electrical construction.
My best high school memories are hanging out with really good friends and making new ones along the way. I would like to thank my teachers that have pushed me to do my best.
My family for always supporting me, my friends for giving me memories to carry with me forever, and my teachers for teaching me everything I know and never giving up. First, I want to thank all of my friends and teachers who have made high school enjoyable, and a special thanks to all the art teachers who have helped me figure out what I want to do in college. Therefore, I will be going to Messiah College for a bachelor's degree in digital media.
Thank you, Solanco, for a great 4 years, and thank you for all my teachers who led me to where I'm going for my future plans as an art teacher at Fort Hays State University.
Hi, I'm Caleb Tipton, and my plans after high school, moving to Florida, becoming a charter on a boat, and retiring a millionaire.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my grandparents for supporting me through my educational endeavors and allowing me to become the strong, independent young man I am today.
My future plans after high school are to attend Washington University, studying biology with a concentration in medical laboratory sciences, and hope to become a microbiology researcher.
Hi, my name is Hannah Walters, and I'll be attending Millerton University. I will be majoring in early childhood education and special education.
Thank you to the teachers that made me the person I am today.
My favorite high school memory is knocking off the #1 seed in the district and making history my senior year of soccer and being blessed to have my dad coach me all 4 years.
At this time, I would like to introduce the class of 2020 Vice President, Miss Ilynd Rapant.
Hello, class of 2020, friends and family. I'm Ilynd Rapant, the class Vice President. First, I'd like to thank my classmates for making these past 4 years memorable. I truly miss seeing all of you throughout the week, whether it's in classes or during lunch. I hope everyone is doing well right now. This isn't what we expected for our senior year, but this is where life took us. John Lennon once said, "Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans." We sure can relate to that after this year, can't we? This is probably the sense of loss, anxiety, and frustration that our parents and everyone felt after the 9/11 attacks in 2001. Like many, we grew up watching documentaries on this event and listened to stories from people we know personally about that day. While all of us were just entering into this world, many things were abruptly changing. Now here we are, all grown up and ready to graduate. And once again, a sudden life-altering event happens that changes or stops a lot of things we had planned. This time, it's a pandemic that has affected many people and countries all over the globe. At no other point in time have this many seniors across the country missed out on so many lasts at their high school. Last goodbyes, last Color Wars competition, for some, their last sports season, prom, our last dance, and even graduation. One last ceremony for us in person on school grounds. But don't let that take away from all the other memories we made throughout school, like the last day of elementary and middle school, or the first day of every school year when we were excited to see everyone, plus so many things in between. Like getting to watch Mr. Gervin dressed up in a police uniform while he danced to the YMCA song during an assembly. That was for sure a good one and a day we won't soon forget. I remember during freshman orientation, all of us being huddled up in the gym while Mr. McTaggart talked to a bunch of nervous ninth graders about what high school would be like, even though some of us were more interested in meeting our new classmates from the other middle school. Fast forward to now, we're not together because of social distancing requirements. Surely none of us pictured this last day of high school to look this way. But we are now confident and prepared graduating seniors. This is thanks to our families, friends, teachers, coaches, and staff at Solanco schools. No graduate gets to this moment without any of you. Some of us will be going to work, college, trade school, the military, or maybe even embark on an unknown adventure. If anything, this year has taught us to enjoy and appreciate the little things in life. 2020 stands for clear vision, so even with things being blurry right now, we will find clarity. This year will also be one of the most talked about years in history for a long time to come. Just like 2001, the year we were either born or preparing to be. No one will forget these milestone years of ours, especially not us. But hey, we now hold the record for longest senior skip day, right? Keep striving to do better than yesterday, be kind, and follow your dreams until you reach them. Do not settle for less than happiness. Why? Because we are strong. So at this time, class of 2020, please move your tassel from the right to the left side. We are the class of 2020. Thank you.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the hand, directs you where to go.
So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
So take the photographs that still fringe in your mind. Hang them on a shelf in good health and good time.
Tattoos of memories and debts get on file. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
Something unpredictable, and in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.